Award appreciation for the year. And for some of the parents, we have to say thank God. For others, you have started another endeavor because some of your youngsters are involved in summer leagues and so forth. But I must say, we're proud that we've had a good year, and we're proud of the number of participants as well as parents that are here tonight to honor our hard-working young men and women that have worked so hard to represent John Marshall throughout this school year. We realize that we enter into any endeavor. There are ups and there are downs, but we feel that we have had more ups than downs this year. We didn't come away with a goal all the time, but we feel that our students are very competitive. They gave us everything they had, and for that we are appreciative. So at this time, I'm going to introduce to you various coaches, and you notice we're a little tight this time. I didn't realize we had so many coaches in this spring, but we think they're all here, and we feel that they gave it their all. So this time, without any further preliminaries, we're going to introduce to you our head tennis coach, Mr. John Prudzinski, and he is going to introduce to you the various award winners. Mr. Prudzinski.
Thank you very much. He's done a real excellent job, well behaved on the court, good leadership, and that's what school's all about. Bob Blake. Bob, good job. The next young man is a freshman, came out, learned to keep the ball in play, and did an excellent job with the learning the skills, and that's Eric Campbell. Eric, real nice job. Next young man, Jordan. Kevin, nice job.
Good evening. We had an interesting year this year. We had anticipated a large number of sophomores out for baseball that would be available to play on the JV team, but as it happened, we didn't have a whole lot of seniors and juniors to play on the varsity, so a lot of these sophomores ended up playing on the varsity. I think they did a fine job there, as Mr. Holman will explain later, but that meant that our JV team wasn't as strong as perhaps it may have been. We started out the year, we beat Juneau our first game. We won our last game against Washington. I wish I could say we won all the games in between there, but we didn't. But at least we started out well and ended up well. The fellas had a real good attitude this year. They weren't afraid of playing even the powerhouse teams like Tech, which usually ends up going to the state tournament every year. They're up there again this year. In fact, we had one game, I think it was our second game this year against Tech, where we were losing 9-0. We ended up, the score was 9-6 in the last inning. We had the bases loaded. We couldn't get any more runs in, but at least we had an opportunity of winning the game, which was very competitive. So, again, I want to congratulate all the young men on the JV baseball team for their attitude. Nobody... He did a real nice job. He ended up starting for the varsity in the final game of the year when they played in the WIAA tournament against Tech. So he made He made a big jump from starting out as a freshman, just playing JV ball, to ending up playing on the varsity, starting on the varsity at the end of the year. And our catcher, Shane Nibby. Again, Shane is a sophomore, but this is his first year out, and he did most of the catching for us this year. He did a real fine job. Both of these fellows ended up hitting for a real high percentage this year. Again, I just think that...
Thank you, Dave. Mr. Christensen just about told you what we did in our season. But I just like to tell you that baseball is a great game. It's amazing. There's always the next game. There's always next year. You know, you forget about history because that's history. And I don't even like to talk about records because we weren't that good either. We had one game we played well. The next game, we looked like the bad news Bears. Maybe worse. But we did have a scrappy bunch of players. You know, when you're down by a lot of runs, and that happens many times, they never gave up. They just kept trying to come back. And when you play a lot of young kids, you're going to have mistakes. And that's what happens. Baseball is a game of who makes the least mistakes. It's also a team game. Talking about team games, it's difficult to field a team in the spring of the year, especially in Milwaukee. Most of our kids have to have a 2-point average. They do have to have a 2-point grade average. And if they haven't got a 2-point grade average, they must appeal, which means the next grade period they have to have a 2-point. Well, by the time spring comes around, many of the youngsters have already appealed for basketball or football or whatever. So in spring, we've got a little bit of a problem. But I do want you to know that we had just a small number of kids out for baseball, but 11 of them were on the honor roll during the season. And that, according to my little calculator, that's better than 33%, which is pretty great. So I want to congratulate all the players that were on the honor roll. And that's 3 points or better. That's very good. Now, will all the boys please stand up so we can talk about you a little bit? First young man that I'm going to give an award to, I believe he gets the chevron, because he earned a letter last year. He's a junior. Played first base for us all season. One game, we pitched it. And always complained about a sore arm. But he didn't that day, and we won the game. Jimmy Atkins, he gets the chevron. Next young man, sophomore, played junior varsity baseball last year as a freshman. It was the first time he ever played baseball. He came an awful long way this year. He started not every game, but most of the games in right field. And the chevron is Tony Emanuel. Next young man is a senior. We had 2 seniors on the squad. One is not here tonight. The other one is. And he has a tough role to fill. Really difficult to be the only senior, you know, to try to fill in a spot that's hard to make. Mark Sawyers. I'll talk a little more about Mark in a few minutes. He has played him on the varsity a little bit, so they played a little bit here, a little bit there. And his award should be with them with the JV, but I believe it's somewhere with the varsity, somewhere we hope. Bill Castoni, Bill played catcher, back up the Next young man, we started, he's a junior, Sean Hansen. We started him at shortstop, and we weren't quite sure what he'd do, but we played him there for a few games, and that was not his position. Later on, we moved him out in the outfield. He played center field like a trooper. And when Mark hurt a little bit, Sean went out to play left field. He played center field. He's just great. Great outfield. Made it one of the greatest catches I've ever seen a kid make. Sean Hansen. Next young man, first year out for baseball. Started most of the games in left field. Tough to play it. Deneen Park, the sun's right behind. Here's the major letters. Tom Locke, sophomore. Next young man, hopefully he'll be our shortstop in the future. He's got to practice every day. He's always got to come to the games. He's got to learn what's important. But he's going to be a good one, I think. Danny Mitchell, sophomore. We have one player who's playing a ball game tonight in the senior league. Dan Sherry is also a sophomore. And we have a junior. Our catcher this year. He's going to be a little better next year. He's a senior, a little smarter, a little stronger. Team 7. We have another sophomore. Played second base, played a shortstop, and did a lot of our pitching. Another sophomore, Scott Steinbrenner. I don't know if our scorekeeper statistician is Shannon here. Shannon, are you here? Guess not. Let's go back to the other fellow. Report, Scott's been doing it, Mark. Come on over here. Pretty difficult to do that. Especially with Colorado like Tech and they're around. Vincent is strong, and Madison was very strong this year. And we were weak. But we had these two players. One of them plays on the first team, and one plays second team. We're going to quite an honor with the record that we had. So Mark was second team all-conference Southfield, and I congratulate Mark for that honor.
Yeah, Mark!
And Scott, just want you to know about this. The last game we played was a tournament game against King. King was a very good team. They lost to Tech and Texas in the state tournament. They lost 2-1. And we lost to them 5-2. But we were winning 1-9. This kid right here, on first base, he gets picked off at first and tries to get back to first. He twists his knee. He was pitching. Now after he twisted his knee, they got 3 runs and 4 hits. And it was he just couldn't push off. Shut him down in the 4th inning. His knee was taped twice. Shut him down in the 5th inning. Got a couple more runs and a couple of mistakes in the 6th. Shut him down in the 7th. It's not bad for a sophomore. First team, all conference designated players. Scott Steinbrenner.
I'd like to introduce here is Michelle Chris. She's a sophomore. She have never played soccer before. I think Michelle is here. Is she? Yeah. The other player is Shannon, a junior. She has played a lot. She's been very dedicated girl in school. She was in the basketball team. She's always volunteering herself to a lot of things in school. So she decided that she will come out to help us in soccer. She played all the games this year.
Managers come and go, but there's always a few good ones whom you wish wouldn't go, and that's the case of this next young man. He's a senior. He's cut from the same mold as his brother. We've given so much service to Marshall. Marshall is a much better school because of young people like the Schmitz. In this particular case, it's our team manager, Mark Schmitz. Minnesota this fall in engineering. He's a fantastic math student. He was a fantastic soccer player. He's an excellent chess player for the Marshall Chess Club. And also, was what the goal was. That has been more than accomplished, and I really feel that it has. One of the people that has helped us accomplish that goal, a spot player for us, a utility player that played everywhere, pitched, and played all over the infield,
winning her first major letter, a girl with an extremely bright future who I'm delighted is playing for Marshall, Julie Vick. A girl who played a little bit of varsity backup last year, played a lot in summer league for me, a girl whose efforts I couldn't be more proud of, winning her first major letter, Tracy Thomas. Of all the fine stuff, she's becoming a heck of a shortstop. She doesn't have any idea how good she is. She doesn't think she can play. This girl should be playing Division I college ball one day. Believe me, I wish she would. Jean Schneider winning. This year's a girl that's a year away from greatness. Potentially one of the best pitchers that has ever graced the halls of John Marshall High School as a sophomore. She was our ace this year. She's really developed from last year. She makes comparable strides over this winter. You're going to hear a lot about her. Winning a Chevron, Andy Lang. Perhaps the best all-around ball player of the sophomore class because she can truly play any position. The only one she can't is because her knees are bad. She can't catch, although she'd like to. It's pretty rare when you have that. She warms up pitchers a lot during practice, and it's just, to me, some of the heart and soul and spirit of the team. If you ever heard her laugh, you know what I mean. Lisa Clark winning the